Can you hear music in my background?
A little bit, yeah, actually. We just went live, by
Yeah.
the way.
Oh, okay.
I decided not to do the starting soon because we're running a little bit late because
Okay.
I fucked up.
That's
And
fine. No, this
yeah.
gives me a perfect opportunity to FUD Icky Guy Technologies and specifically
Oh
Michael Yag.
no. Oh no. You can't be fudding him. You can't be fudding him.
No,
He's too
dude, that's what
nice.
happens.
He's too nice. He's
The
too
thing is,
nice.
the thing is, this is what I've learned about crypto Twitter this week. When you FUD a project, but you have absolutely no investment in the project, then it does nothing to the floor price. But if you FUD a project because you like it, it's actually bullish.
That's weird. It's
Dude,
very, very weird.
crypto Twitter's weird. It's kind of like when you have a token and you tell people not to buy it because they'll lose money. What are they going to do? They're going to find their life savings and they're going to throw it in to that token. You know what I mean?
See,
This is not financial advice. Don't buy this thing. Don't listen to what I'm selling. You know what I mean?
for
People are running to buy
me, for me so far, I feel like as if the less you look at crypto Twitter, usually like maybe you have a little bit more success. You know what I mean? Just a little bit, just a hair more. Like you just look at the charts
it.
and
You're less emotional. Yeah.
you just trust the numbers and trust the bars and stuff. You
Yeah.
kind
That's
of
fair.
I feel like it I don't know. I don't know. It might be the way. I'm gonna have a battle with this AC today because I'm gonna be turning it on and off because it's like too cold blowing right on me in this small room,
Yeah.
but then it's so hot out that it takes like a second and it's like blistering.
All
You know what
right.
I
So
mean?
you
So
got
I'm
me.
like on and off, on and off.
You got me with the cold open. So, I mean, hey there, guys. I am at the John Carter, right? I am founder or one of the founders of JPEG Empire and one of the hosts for Lou Creativity. And we are the late night. Thank you guys for joining us. We got an awesome guest for you guys today. We're talking about some awesome stuff going on in Cardano. And just kidding. Not even just in Cardano. We're talking about some awesome stuff that's going on in technology, awesome stuff that is going on in gaming. And yeah,
Yes,
we're just talking about all of it.
we are. Um,
Rare Evo, Cardano Clash. I guess we should talk about some sponsors.
we
You
could,
know.
yeah. See, this is the thing I didn't prepare for. We like, so I totally, as you guys can see, I totally changed. I mean, I didn't totally change everything, but I changed a chunk of what's going on. As you can see, we have this cool like CoinGecko ticker at the bottom now, and our sponsors are a little bit like cleaner and everything else. And as you can see, the picture quality is a lot better. We changed to Streamlabs, so John can't even see all of the advertisement stuff. I think the only thing that's changed, I changed the QR code to like Femex or whatever, and then I took off the goons because most of the time when I'm in the Discord, they don't really, message me back. So, what's the point of even advertising an NFT project that doesn't even respond to you? So, uh, oh, I also added the Cardano class to it. So, that's also up there.
Dope. All right. So I'm looking at it right now.
Hell yeah.
Looks clean.
Clean. Perfect. I'm
Yeah.
excited about it. I'm happy that you like it. The only pain in the ass is we can't like control the stuff together as much. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
does make your life a lot easier.
Yeah. I do nothing. I'm just pretty face now.
I know. John just does what he does best. He freaking talks and he makes people happy. It's
All
freaking
right.
best.
So the other things we probably have Whimsy Estates up there. We got JPEG Empire. We got
We do.
Ascent Rivals. We have Crypto Chips IO.
We
I
do.
see. I can't see them, but I assume. Look, it's right there. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. All right, but let's. What are we talking about today? Who do we have with us today? Because I know Michael Yagi was going to come. I
I
think he got
know.
scared because I was going to FUD his
No,
project.
no. I messed up. I am a dingus and totally forgot to email him and remind him. Like he was like, "Hey, send me an email so I can put it in my calendar." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do that." And then totally like had ADHD and forgot to do it that day. So My apologies to Michael. We have his brother, who is also another person who's working on Ascent Rivals. So,
This is his fraternal twin brother, right?
fraternal twin? I don't think so.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna have to ask him.
All right, let's bring him up. Let's bring him up. Look at that sick transition, though. Isn't that clean? Oof, oof. What's up, David?
Wow.
How you doing?
What's going on, fellas? How's it going?
Dude, how's it going, man? Glad to see you. You know, you okay, I'm not gonna say you're my favorite brother. That would be crazy. I mean, I love you.
The
I think you're pretty great.
truth is the truth, right? No, I'm
You're
sure.
right. Yeah, you all are pretty great. So, tell us about yourself and how are you doing? What's going on? How's your day? Uh, sun's out, guns out. I see. Did you just hit the
Yeah,
gym, or what's the temperature going on over where you're at?
Dude, it's
it's one
hot.
of the hottest days in Washington, and me and Burgess are actually in the same state. Go to Washington, right?
Yes, sir.
But it's really freaking hot. I think it's low 90s. I'm not sure exactly.
Jeez, that sounds terrible.
It is really hot. It's really hot for especially Washingtonians. We're not used to this heat, so you gotta rep the tank top. Yeah, but
Tell us about
um,
yourself. What who are you? How'd you get here? And
We
yeah.
don't have to do a whole interview on him on who he is
I mean,
again.
we just gotta know like who is he?
We totally have had David on before and talked to him before. So
Yeah, but you know, everybody needs to know.
that's true.
Founder of CryptoChips.io, right?
yep, founder of CryptoChips.io. I think it was a couple months that I've was last on Loot Creativity.
Yeah.
Um, like you said, my brother is Michael Yagi, who's very prominent in the space as well. I like to say he's the brains of the brothers. So, but I am, I think, exactly 1.5 years older than Michael. So,
Ah,
number
not
one, baby.
twins, not
Number
twins.
one, baby.
Okay, you're the older brother.
Yes.
Uh,
Um, but yeah, we're tackling the Web3 space together, blockchain, doing some 2v2, and going to try to add value and innovate in the space as best as we can.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
So I
Burgess.
so I know
Yeah.
one of the main things we wanted to cover talking to Michael is Ascent Rivals. As people know, I'm an ambassador for Ascent Rivals, so I talk about it and try to stream it as much as possible now because we need to get the word out. We need to get the word out as many people. So I was hoping we have talked about it a little bit before in the past, but can we get an update on like where the game's at and what you're currently working on with it and where it's headed?
For sure. Yeah. First off, Michael, like you said, he's very adamant about the calendar stuff. So if it's not on there, he he's super busy with meetings and stuff. So that's why he wasn't able to be here and why I'm stepping in last minute. But yeah, you'll definitely need to get him on as well when able. We share two we're working in the same, ecosystem or project, but we're working on two different things, and we have a different view of the project and whatnot. So definitely worth having him on as well. But as far as yeah, you brought up Cardano Clash. That is starting Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific or 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and have that every Friday up until August 9th, I believe. Yeah, and that's a week before Revo. So we're gonna do this short tournament. It's gonna be more of like a tester. Season one's gonna be like testing a lot of new things, testing our spectator client that we're just gonna start introducing. Um, first time doing like a 2v2, so having a teammate type of thing, new mode, new point system. So testing a lot of new things and like production, having shoutcasting going. What's that gonna look like? We did a unofficial qualifier last Friday and had a little bit of a technical difficulty, so it's good that it was unofficial. But that's basically kind of like the thought behind season one is going to be making sure that we get all this stuff out, worked out, testing all these new things and whatnot. So, yeah, that's exciting. Proud to say that.
Guys, surprise. So guest surprise. Michael ended up making it. He's
Nice.
here. He's
Oh,
here.
hey.
I have to bring him up. I have to bring him up. Here we are.
Hello, matey.
Now David is on the interview panel.
Yes.
Now David is on the interview panel. Hey everyone, this is Michael.
Hey,
Thank you,
Michael, how we doing?
Hello.
Michael, so I have to start. Sorry for not sending you an email like I said I was going to.
I was like, I'm going to forget unless it's on my calendar. Can you please send me one?
And then I forgot.
I'll just add it on myself, and then I forgot to even add it myself. So.
Yeah, we
Well,
both.
that's my bad.
We both don't remember anything, and I don't. I need to just do it in the moment. So my bad. My bad. Thank you so much for freaking making it. So.
See, I loved it because I already said on Twitter that I was going to FUD Michael Yagi and Ikigai Games or Ikigai Technologies, right? And then, you had the chutzpah to come here on the show, even though I was going to FUD you. Now I get to do it in your face. No, but no, jokes. But Sam, he commented. He said that he hates the guy. He said that you're awful.
Oh God.
He was hopping in on it.
Oh God.
Lots of hatred, some self-loathing for myself.
No, you're amazing, dude. And that space last night was actually really awesome. There was Sheldon Hunt, and you had Avatar Nick. I mean, yourself. I mean, that's basically some of the largest builders in this space right there.
Yeah.
Several other people were in and out, but I think that space for me was kind of like, I feel like the assurance of what I felt as an intuition inside of myself about where we are in crypto, in the Cardano blockchain, as far as like a technology. It sounded to me like the vibe that I got that it's like before we were early as far as the technology, and now we're like teed up to innovate and be able to create these different things, as well as like you're building a whole gaming layer on top, which is, I think, amazing. But
yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun talking about it for the first time. It was our first space we've ever. I think it was our first time hosting a space, right? So we didn't know anything. I think I was like, I don't even know how to co-host.
dude, I'll host.
I was looking like, oh, dude, if someone comes with controls, that'll be so funny, but it'd be quite unfortunate because I would have no way to mute them.
It turned out so great, though. That was honestly, as like a kickoff space, that you couldn't have asked for a better space, honestly.
Yeah,
a lot of people were in there. Omen showed out heavy.
Hell yeah. So, since we actually got you on the show, we're going to do our little typical get to know you type thing, I guess, now. And David gets to sit here and partake in the
Did David do his?
No, David's been on the show already, so he doesn't have to do it. He's already passed the test. His
answers were right. He just had to answer the same question.
He's like, what's your favorite movie, dude? What is it? What is it? Anyways. Let's get a little background on Yagi himself. Who were you before crypto? How did you find crypto?
I was a nobody before crypto. Crypto made me. No, let's see. What did I do before? I think David and I got our first kind of entrance to crypto pretty early, but we were just kind of like passive holders, and then we lost in like Mt. Gox. But we kind of, at least for me, I got right back into it. Like, what was it, like 2016 or so, 17, 18, 19? But yeah, I think it was before crypto. I just did software engineering. I was in school, went for computer science and game development, basically just like game programming. And then I did, what did I do? Worked at 2K for a little bit. And then I did mostly like the mobile games of NBA 2K, WWE, NHL, and then
that's awesome.
One other title, it was like Mafia or something like that, and I don't think it actually released. And then so I did that, and then I did enterprise software at Tableau. So it's kind of like data analysis. I thought it was really cool, but it's kind of lame, I guess, to a lot of people. But yeah, I had a blast. So I was there for about 5 years or so before starting Ikigai.
Nice. So what really made that transition from Tableau to the Web3 side?
Oh, David and I were talking about it for a long time, and then mostly just fans of the space. And then so we always kind of are. It's funny, we actually got to it like kind of different sides from like kind of different strategies and using our own strengths to kind of reach the same, I guess, kind of endpoint. Now we're working together. But yeah, my entrance into it was definitely like how to bring a cool use case that's practical. So I was trying to do hackathons at Tableau to integrate blockchain into just like an enterprise. So it was basically just like jot tokens, which is kind of like, what was it called? Signing in. Like, hey, if you sign in with this, you can pass like credentials around based off your NFTs, and you can use that for like data management. So permissionings to like really sensitive data. So that was one of the things I wanted to do. And then the other one was basically just like tokenizing time. So the whole typical thing of like people talk forever in enterprise corporate meetings, and meetings would always run over time. And so I was like, hey, this crypto thing is kind of fun. Where there's only so much that can be minted. It's kind of the same thing with time. If there's an hour meeting, I just want to mint 60 tokens, minute tokens, and call them mini minutes. And then whoever's talking, you're burning your tokens. And if you don't want to say anything, you can just donate your tokens to a certain topic, so that you know that the most important topics will always get talked about, and you'll never run over time in a meeting.
Interesting.
That was kind of like my first hackathon project. And yeah, but then obviously, wanted to go into games. I applied to like Halo and Roblox, and Roblox was like the first one where I was looking more into the interview process, and I was like, man, there's this thing called, what was it? There was a chain that basically the chain that invented ERC 721. Man, I can't forget. I can't believe I forgot it. But that was before it was like really even called NFTs, and so I think it was called NFTs, but it was definitely not popular at all. And so when I applied to Roblox, it was like, man, Roblox would be so sweet if you had this thing on blockchain. And then it was a lot of interviews. So it was just like, oh man, why don't we just kind of do this for ourselves? Because it seems pretty cool. Yeah, that's kind of like the long-winded way of getting into Web3. Is like I was always wanting to figure out cool use cases of Web3.
Mm-hmm.
But from using our expertise,
Dude, that's sick. So then I have, I guess, a couple of questions that I really like to ask, but I'm going to ask you the first one. So
wait, David asked us a question.
What?
Sorry.
I'll ask it after your
favorite movie.
Favorite movie? Oh,
favorite movie. Yeah. So if you answer this unpopularly, like your company.
The Gentleman.
Oh, okay, that was a good one. Excellent.
Yeah, I like The Gentleman.
That was a good one.
That's probably not like my favorite movie, but it's one that's like definitely up there, top 10. That's probably like not highly. Okay. Burnt is really good. Burnt is extremely good. What's it called? Valkyrie, something like that. It's a movie that did all in one take. David, you might remember the name of the movie.
Oh,
Victoria.
Oh, that is a good movie. That's what I thought it was. Burnt.
There's a couple of ones that were bad.
Yeah. 1917 was fake. It was meant to look like it was one take.
Have you watched The Bear? Like, you like Burnt. Yeah. Have you watched The Bear?
Yeah, season 1 was great.
Yeah. How do you feel about the new season? So I haven't watched the new season yet, but my friends were sad apparently. Yeah.
Because it's not good, or is it sad?
It's just it needs to be more exciting, I think. They said it's just kind of like the same thing. You know what I mean? Where I think, dude, the first season is just like so good. Like so good.
Yeah, I like what's it called, like the grind and like the sacrifices making and seeing like barely making it and like having to keep going. When things just working out, it felt like more like the characters experiences that wasn't as cool.
Mhm.
So I don't know. It kind of fell off for me, interest wise.
Yeah, like climax too hard. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Should have been like a slower gradual up.
So then here's a different question that I don't usually ask, but I feel like I have to ask it. What is your favorite video game?
Great question.
Right?
My favorite video game. Oh
Yeah,
man,
that
it's
you've
probably
ever
like
played.
being subjective. The one that I played the longest is League of Legends. Is such a lame answer. My
No,
most
that's a good
fond
answer.
memory-
That's a good answer.
But are you above a bronze level?
Oh,
Not anymore. No, I'm perfectly bronze. If I get higher than bronze, I'll throw the game so that I can stay in bronze.
oh no, that's so toxic.
Sam Bankman.
It's definitely his favorite game, just
So-
based
so,
on
like,
that
the thing that I like
answer.
to do is I'll just keep throwing until it's even, and then I feel like I can win twice in the same game. So it's like it's kind of fun. It's like I already won once. Let's see if we can win again, and then it's just without having to remake the whole game, queue, and you get to late game and you get to play because otherwise people surrender. So that's
Yeah.
like the low key strat is you can have way more fun if you don't treat it too seriously.
Yeah, I feel that. Let's go around the horn. I'm actually curious. What are your guys' favorite video games?
I know David's.
Okay, well, I'll go next.
Yeah.
Two video games come to mind. The ones that I've played the most, for sure, like has to be thousands of hours. Is definitely StarCraft.
Yeah.
It poured my heart and soul, and made a lot of claims playing that game, and was really sad and bitter about League of Legends because that all the people that were from StarCraft went to freaking League of Legends and took all the community, took all the professional players, and everybody went to League of Legends. So I'm a little bit salty on that. But as far as like good memories and nostalgia, probably my favorite game was probably Super Smash Brothers. Just playing it
Nice.
with both
That's a good
my
one.
brothers, just like, and then my cousin would come over and we'd have such a fun time and bonded really over that game with not with friends as well. We played that so much, and it was just fun with that old experience of the console controllers. It was really fun. So those are my two favorite games.
Did you
Nice.
guys play like the Smash Brothers Brawl or like the party game that was like on Wii or whatever? Wii or Nintendo, I think. I think it was on Wii.
Is
I
that
don't know.
the Warrior Party?
Yeah, Mario Party. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Play that one.
Yeah,
I
we
love
love that. We
I
played
love
that.
that.
That one.
David,
No,
we
you
never
do.
played Mario Party.
No, the Warrior Party. Like when
WarioWare.
first came out, that was like a really
Yeah.
good game.
We played
that a
WarioWare.
lot. Yeah.
We never played Mario Party.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. All
It was
right,
a
and
baby
then
game for babies.
have you played Star? What you said? Star Atlas, right? Was the one that you
The
like?
Web3 game?
Yeah, the Web3 game. Have you played that one?
We played it in Singapore. It was like some demo, yes.
But
So
was it good? Is it the same? Like, would you put it on the level of the other one that you were talking about? David?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
the other Web3 game, which was Shrapnel.
No, I'm saying that like Star Atlas. Would you put that like high up on your list? Have you seen it? Have you like it
I
looks
have.
beautiful, but
Yeah, I have seen it. I haven't seen too much gameplay on it. I know it's like third person. It kind of reminds me of like Mass Effect. I'm not sure if
Okay.
that's the
Yeah, it
same
does.
kind of, style. But as far as gameplay, I don't really know much about it. But you can just fly around and whatnot. Not
okay.
not too keen on that kind of gameplay. Just in general, I didn't like Mass Effect for a reason. So as far as like beautifulness, I think that the game looks amazing.
Okay. No, because I was just kind of like curious a little bit, like if you guys have any Web3 games that you look at and you're like, okay, that's, you know what I mean, like that's it, or like close to, I don't know.
Oh,
Because
yeah. There are a couple.
basically, like,
Yeah, by the way,
working-
Star Atlas kind of reminds me of Anthem when it came out. If you guys saw the EA game, everyone was so stoked.
Yeah.
I think I remember that, but nothing really happened with it, right?
Yeah, so they're exactly the same.
I'm gonna look it up. It look wait. Did you say it looks exactly the same?
No, I was trying to make a joke that
Oh.
then nothing happened and it was
Okay.
Anyway, it was a
I was,
bad joke.
okay,
But
I was
now
gonna
there's-
say, I was like, dude, no way they just copied and pasted it. Like,
No,
have you guys
no,
seen
I
the
mean-
the Clash of Clans copy and paste? Like the Web3 game that's literally Clash of Clans.
No, I haven't seen that, but that happens a ton.
Oh god, dude. It's like Heroes of Mavic or some
There's a lot of, like,
I don't remember like
Hearthstone.
that. Yeah, it's
There's some
rough. I'm
Hearthstone
like,
ones.
dude, like why are you just like copying and pasting a game? Like what? I feel like
You
you're
know,
gonna get sued.
Yeah, but
No,
that's
you
the thing.
can't, you can't patent game mechanics. So
Sure. This looks like Destiny. Anthem?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys gotta play. To be honest, we'll probably try. I don't know, David, but like, we'll probably try to refrain from commenting too much on other Web3 games, just because obviously we have like a bot or
A thing going
we're in
on.
the same space, so it's not a good look to probably comment on other games. And
Well,
then,
but you play like the reason I want to bring it up is because you play them. I mean, like I think that Ascent Rivals, right, definitely is a different vibe because like visually it's beautiful,
Mhm.
and like playing it is like fun, you know. And there's a lot of games I think in this space that like
I think
present
he's trying to make the
themselves as
comparison
something
is
they're
like
not.
Ascent Rivals is like here and everything else is like here.
That's
That's what he's trying to say. Like this is like we're trying to build up. You're not
I
letting the
wanted to
build up
know,
happen.
though.
We're just like crap. You know, we're not like there are other good things. You know, but
Yeah.
But I wanted
Ascent
to know
Rivals,
different.
Ascent Rivals.
what you look
yeah.
at and you're like that is something that I would like to achieve or like that I'm aspiring to do.
Yeah, there's
You know what I
elements
mean?
for sure from every game, right? So for Star Atlas, like their UI is like really good. I don't know if to some people that might sound like a diss, but like it's so true. Like that looks really cohesive, really unique to their game too, which is hard to do. So when we were looking up the game, our approach is like just pure gameplay, which is obviously probably they wanted to go with more a cohesive world kind of thing. And you can tell like it looks really good. All the concept art is mixed into the game, and it looks pretty close to the concept art. So all the art assets and stuff looks sweet. So that's the kind of stuff that I think we would aspire to, is like having cohesive like design language in all the menus. So I like that kind of stuff from the game.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
But are there other Web3 games too that you look at and
Yeah,
you like those things?
I
Because
think,
well, Burgess tried to play Grit earlier today, right? And
I had the worst experience with
Grit
FPS
is-
games today. I
it's
have to
from,
say, I had the
Gala
worst
game.
experience.
but they don't
Oh,
actually
you-
have it. You can't do it anymore. Like
Is it like the Bray Infinite one, BR1 Infinite?
Okay, so I guess their server's open tomorrow, and I might like try it out. I'm gonna try it out. But yeah, like there's like after doing some research today, I swear there's like no actual good games besides like or like decently worthwhile trying to try besides like Ascent Rivals. Obviously, it's a great game. Everyone go try it. And then there's Shrapnel. I want to try it just because I didn't really like it off the get go. Like the first try I had it, I wasn't a huge fan, but I want to give them another try because like obviously people make improvements and you never know. You know what I mean?
I do have confidence in that game, to be honest.
I do too because their team is so strong. Like they have like 100 people working on it, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it was a lot for a while, and it's called. They had some cool external advisors that seems like they were pretty good. Or sorry, like I like streamers. Like Myth was a part of their product for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
The design of like their extraction loop. There's not even touching the game. Sounds really cool. So hopefully that will be awesome. And then the gunplay looks pretty good. The only thing that was kind of strange, it looks like without playing the game, it looks like really clunky and super fast every time.
Yes.
It's like, wait, why is it the clunkiest thing in the world? But then there's like this strange Apex-like movement.
Dude, I'm not joking you. That is the reason why I don't really like playing it. Because you feel that when you play it. You're like, it's like it doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't
Well,
compute in your
Tarkov
head properly.
is pretty clunky, but it's like designed to like make you feel like, oh, the load on animation takes a long time, so it's way more intense, But the thing that doesn't seem like it clicked was there's that mixed with like like some games they make you drag the bullets in and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
but there's like some quality of life stuff that goes directly against like the design choice of that, and they're like, oh, but then we're gonna let you like slide and dash. But it could just be right, like they have so many placeholder stuff that's like, oh, until we tune it, like we want you to be able to have
Exactly.
these things. So right,
Yeah, exactly. You don't really know, and like the final product's gonna be a whole lot different than like the alpha, in the middle of alpha testing, because they
and
purposely
there's some
want
things
to
that are gonna
ask
look
people.
so ridiculous until they have like good animations and the rest of like the polish around it. Because
Mhm.
like one thing that's so funny is engagements take a little bit of time, and there's like all this recoil and stuff. So you're sitting there like jumping and going.
Yeah.
It's like, what's happening? What? It looks so strange. But when you add in all the other stuff in like kind of like Battlefield, right? When
Mhm.
there's so many like cool sound effects and everything, it feels like like a war zone. It's gonna go from looking like really cheesy to like really cool in like not that long, right? So
Mhm.
I think the bar that they set for themselves is higher in terms of what it takes to like look cohesively cool gameplay wise. But
Mhm.
that's what I meant is like I don't think well, I guess I'll just be honest now, is the reason why is because I think the game will be pretty cool in the long run, but I don't think it looks that fun right now. But that's the point, right? Like they're in pre-alpha, so
Mhm.
I don't think that's like a fair assessment.
Yeah.
And then there was two other ones that I saw. There was like the BR1 Infinite you were talking about. That's like pay to play. So I'm curious how that actually turns out, or like how hard it is, or how good the competition is. I noticed a lot of these FPS have like a lot of bots in them and stuff. So I don't really, I'm not a huge fan of that, especially since they're not like seeming to program them very well. So I was a bit curious. And what's the other one? It's like Off the Grid or something. There's like only like a few games where I'm like, okay, these look like something that could make it. I don't
There's
know.
all the Asian games that I feel like I lost touch of, but they were really good.
Really?
Like the East Asian publishers were like picking up some of these games. Sparkball was one of them. So good.
Really?
It felt really good. I was so impressed. It felt like if anyone ever played. Did you guys play Battle Right?
I don't think so.
No.
Um, it felt like a Battle Right meets Rocket League. So it's basically like a soccer MOBA. But all the animations were super clean. The art style was really clean. All the characters felt really unique, balanced. All the timings felt good. Everything felt like I would actually play that game. When we came back, I couldn't stop talking about it. I was like, man, we should just go play this game. And then yeah, so I was really stoked with that game. It seemed like it could be really competitive, but I don't know. So that was one, and then I think there's a couple other ones. There's one that looks like Valorant, a Valorant clone for mobile, which is pretty impressive in itself. I
Yeah,
think it was
that
called like
is
Matrix One Fire.
interesting.
Yeah, and that one was sweet, sweet looking. I didn't play that one, but I'm sure that there's probably more. But we only catch one of the ones that are like popular here, and I feel like the ones that are like being picked up by publishers, they probably get floated around more so in like other markets, and then
Mhm.
until they release, we probably won't hear about them. But because I wouldn't have heard about Sparkball unless I went over there.
Yeah. John, should we ask him the other question before we start talking about Ikigai technologies a bit?
Yeah, so this is one of my favorites because I am a foodie, and I actually just had like just an amazing meal with my wife. She's my favorite. But if you're gonna go out, and you can go anywhere in the world, I need you to paint me like a graphic picture of what you're going to eat. You can eat anything in the world. Someone else is buying. You can fly to different places to get different parts of the meal. If you want like your beer from a certain place, you know what I mean? And you want your meal from a certain place. So like, what are you eating? What temperature is it served at? And like, how's it garnished?
Okay, did you answer this question, David? When you did that thing, what did you answer?
I can't remember what I did. I think it was instant ramen packages.
No, it was like fancier. I think it was fancy ramen, right?
No,
And you guys
you-
are like in the Seattle area, so you got a lot of good food out there too.
Meh.
Yeah,
I'm a hater on Seattle food. I think that we don't have shit compared to other places. I don't know.
Do you like
Maybe I
Indian
don't
food?
know. I love Indian food. Yes,
Well, there's good Indian food here.
that's true.
Good Thai food here.
That's true.
good
Good Japanese food
I
here.
like Thai food.
Chinese food.
There's good Korean food here.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Vietnamese food here.
okay, well, that's true. Those things are true.
Apparently, there's a good Italian restaurant here. There's Herb Farm. There's Cantless.
Okay, there's some names though. There's some names of places. You're just saying there's good food. There's good food everywhere, but like names of places. You know what I mean? Like name brand restaurants. Name a couple from Seattle. I don't know.
Oh, chains? I'm not too sure, but Asadero is like the one that's in kind of further south.
I've never even
than-
heard of that one. What do
It's
they
like a
have?
Mexican fancy Asadero. I might be pronouncing it wrong.
I don't know.
But
Anyways-
it's really good. There's one
anyways,
in Ballard now.
I'm
too.
distracting you from your question.
What are you eating?
What are you eating?
What's it served?
Oh, I would say the same. If you said ramen, ramen's definitely my choice for sure.
Ramen. All right, ramen's good. Where are you going to get it though? Name drop a restaurant.
I don't know. We had someone on our team. Actually, it was crazy. He was the senior VP of engineering at Sony.
No.
And so he was on the team, and he gave us a presentation on ramen.
Oh, that's
And he's
wild.
like, here's like the 30 places you can go. All the different styles of like the different prefectures have their own like styles of broths and like noodles and whatever toppings and oh man, I already forget. But like so the name of like the sauce. But yeah, I like the black sesame broth, like the darker one. That was like so good. And then I like I always will try the tonkotsu ramen.
Yes,
It's like-
that's the one I was gonna say, dude. That's like the shit they have at Costco, dude. They
Dude, I
have
just
some
got that.
instant. Yes,
Really?
dude.
Oh.
Oh my god, I could eat
Yeah,
that like every day. I'm
100%
addicted.
same thing.
Yeah.
I just bought it for the second time. It's $10 for 8 like pre-made little cups that are so good.
Like
They have,
like
like, 3 different
really good. Yep. Yep.
There's Taiwanese ramen too. It's called Oink.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. So
Have you
that's
guys-
pretty great.
Have you guys heard of Mama before?
Yeah.
Dude, that ramen I like.
Dude, that's Ryan's favorite, Michael.
Yeah.
Mama brand.
Dude,
Yeah,
the
that's
broth
really
on
really
it,
good.
dude, the broth on it is like super unique and delicious. I don't know what it is, but and the noodles, the whole thing is like, what? Because it's like it's not like typical ramen. It's like Vietnamese or like or different. It's a different type.
All I
And
remember is like
the noodles, like,
flavoring.
Yeah.
was so good.
Yes.
No. Big fan. There's so many ways to make it, and then so many toppings, and then
Oh,
there's yeah. So I love it. Big fan.
Kazuki ramen's my favorite. Burgess, have you tried that one? That's a chain too. I'm not
Suzuki,
sure. Kazuki ramen.
Kazuki.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's up there, but
I don't. Wait, I think they have one in Olympia, or they used to have one in Olympia, and they replaced it with like a newer one, but I've had both. So I've definitely had it. It's delicious. It's
Yeah.
delicious.
it's great. They're
There's
karage.
a clear broth ramen that Kizuki does that I always get. It's like a yuzu shio ramen.
Hmm.
Shio is like a salty ramen broth base. It's really good.
I guess
yuzu is like a Japanese lemon kind of thing.
I'm gonna say
It's
my
like a sweet-
sorry. It's like a
Okay.
sweet.
Yeah, yuzu. It's like I think it's basically it's kind of like lemony and sweeter.
Interesting.
Oh.
Lemony. I don't know about.
It's quite good. And then they do like bamboo shoots in it.
I like to say my favorite part has to be like the soft boiled egg. The soft boiled egg always slaps.
Yep.
I don't know why, but it's like so much better than any like hard. I don't know why it's so much better than the
Oh,
hard
one thing you
boiled,
can
but-
tell if a ramen place is really good, the egg, what's it called? The center, the yellow part.
Yeah.
If it's dark, it's usually like gonna be a good ramen place because it means like they left the marinating stuff overnight, so like it changed the color of the egg yolk. If it's like
Mhm.
basically just yellow in there, it means they made it like the day of.
Interesting. I didn't actually know that.
That's fantastic. Now I'm gonna know that now.
Yeah.
But so Michael, tell us, what is Ikigai Technologies and what do you do?
It's the latest rug on Cardano.
Oh, we love it. We love it. What's the ticker? What's the ticker?
Just clips it there and ends it.
Oh,
What's the
don't make
ticker?
me post that, dude.
Oh my god. Yeah. So Ikigai Technologies, I guess the best way to describe it is kind of like an incubator for various projects that we're kind of like, we combine stuff we're passionate about and have experience in, and we try to like combine it with other elements that's in the incubator and it's usually more consumer facing products. So it's kind of confusing because we definitely have multiple product offerings. We've built a couple of different things, and really like the connecting fabric would just be it's always something we're passionate about and have some level of like expertise in. We're not going to pick something that's like, that's a cool idea, but we don't know anything about it. So you're like meditating.
I know. I know. He's over there like meditating. And John like mysteriously disappeared while you're talking. I'm like sitting here like, what is happening? What is happening right now? John.
Over here. Continue.
Yeah, continue. So I know you have some catalyst proposals in the works right now. Can you elaborate on those a little bit more?
Yeah, I'll take maybe David. You want to go over the Ikigai ones, and I'll go over and the gaming ones. I can go over. So some of them are under Ikigai, and some of them are under.
Oops.
So that one we're pretty excited about because when we have an auction place called Grab It for like fully on-chain auctions, so it's kind of like eBay, right? And then when we were bringing on artists, one of the things that they would say was like, "Oh, we need to mint our art." We're like, "Hey, you can go to JPEG Store. There's NMaker," and then sometimes some of the feedback was like, "Oh, it's kind of confusing," or there's like these steps, and we're like, "It shouldn't be that hard." So ended up what we did is we just built kind of like an unbranded minting platform, and it's kind of just tailored for our solutions, and so we wanted to make it like it's not our business model, so we just wanted to make something very easy to use that's not going to be like a lot of fees in it. So it's the first CIP 88 and 102 minting platform, and so the distinguishing their stuff is you can do multiple royalties, so that's kind of the biggest one. And the reason why we were able to do that is Sam Delaney, he's the author of CIP 102, so check some boxes there. And then oh my gosh, that was gnarly. What the heck? That was crazy. And then CIP 188 is Adam Dean's thing, and it was basically like, this is my understanding of it. Is so you can have like multiple artists, and so like for example, say you're Bridges and you want to do like a couple collections, but you want the collections people to know that those collections are yours. And so without just using like Bridges collection 1, Bridges collection 2, right? So Claymation will do that, and they'll do like Claymates, and then they'll put it on like on the site, like here's our verified velocities. But you can also just do that fully on chain, and so that's kind of what it is. And you can kind of go in and manage your collections once we mint you a state management token. It's kind of, sorry, I'm getting kind of technical, but yeah. Anyway, it's to let you kind of manage your collections and just mint stuff on a little easier. We do all the IPFS uploading for you, and you just kind of drag and drop the images in. So that's the proposal, and then so we've already built all this. The proposal is to improve it, and so the improvements we want to do is walletless minting. So if you don't have a wallet and you're a brand new artist, like you just want to drag your images in and say like, give me these out, and I want to sell them now. And then the second thing is making it free. So the by far the hardest hurdle is paying the fees to go mint. It might be like anywhere from a couple ADA to 50 ADA, depending on what you're doing. And it's going to be a lot of it asked to say like, hey, you're a sweet artist. Download your images and drag them in. Oh, but then you're gonna have to go in and create a Coinbase account and upload your ID and wire this stuff. It's like, oh my god, just send in one image. All right, so that's, we're really trying to do like easier onboarding. So that's what the Catalyst proposal is for. And we already built a large section of this, right? So that's the first one.
Yeah, I would just like to add on that is one thing behind Ikigai Technologies is everything we want to do is pushing the ethos of decentralization. So decentralization is like very important to us, and doing everything on chain. Those are two big aspects that I feel like a lot of these alternatives or other projects fall away from. But we're trying to put that as our core, make sure that we on carry that, and then open sourcing as well. So eventually, this will be all open sourced. Um, to be used elsewhere and whatnot. And then Michael talked about updating collections. That is something kind of I think fairly unique to us, is being able to update your collection after you've already minted and whatnot, right? So those are some.
And the way Cardano works right now is like if you want to change an NFT after, it's like you almost have to double mint it, so you receive like 2 NFTs technically, and then the second one's like mutable. Is that how that works now? Correct me if I'm wrong, please.
Michael.
That for Sam and Cliff. I don't want to misanswer. I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
Sorry.
That's fair. That's fair. I think I remember someone talking about that before, and I was like, "Ooh, you might be a perfect person to know." But I know Sam will know. I'm gonna have to DM Sam later and be like, "Yo, what's the answer?"
It feels like the answer is never really straightforward because it seems like there's a couple of, depending on what you want. There's no like kind of go-to way is my understanding, because whenever I get an answer, it feels like it's a slightly different one every time. So maybe I'm just misunderstanding, or maybe there's a couple of ways to do it. Or I'm just learning more and more, and it sounds different every time. I'm absorbing more information. But
that's fair.
Yeah, that's the first one, and I think the other one definitely worth. There's 2 more that I'll touch on, and then we can take the rest. Is the charity auctions. So it's kind of a pretty easy. It's a charity registry. So anytime auctions happen on Grabit, but it doesn't have to just be on Grabit, but obviously we use it ourselves, is a certain percent of the royalties can go to charity, and so people can just go in and register. A charity that you own or you're part of, and put all the details in a registry, and then platforms can just like, oh, here's a list of all the known ones, how much they've raised, what percent, the kind of the causes, that kind of stuff. So that's one of them. And the other one is Hydra auctions. So this is super cool. Hydra is basically like the layer 2, or it's like a side chain that's just for speed, right? And so you kind of run like a side chain of it. And so what we could do right now, so we already have wrapping up our fund. It's either 9 or 10, I believe 10 proposal for we did with M Labs, and it's basically doing on-chain Hydra auctions, and so we can go really fast. And so one of the things we're talking about, like mass onboarding users, and everyone's kind of has at the end goal. You're not going to want to wait all the time, right? Depending on your scenario, if you want to do like rapid fire, last minute bidding, or go into bidding war, you kind of want it to you expect speeds of like eBay, right? And so that's what Hydra is great for. And so we already built a large section of this, and we've already open sourced it. Open source the documentation, the code, the whole front end to it, as well as made a couple of videos explaining demos of it. And so the Fund 12 proposal is to kind of take the work even further, and say like, instead of like a sandbox environment where you're gonna have to kind of like take it, and it's a really good starting point. What we want to do is basically fully release a production ready environment and open source everything, like including all of the hook-ins to grab it and stuff like that. That it's anything that's dependent on it, like it's going to be open source, right? So you can pretty much white label if you want to, do it for whatever your own company's use case would be, but we'll show it working in like a production environment.
That's amazing. It's awesome.
So that one we're pretty stoked on too. I think those are the non-gaming ones. There's one Shopify plugin one, but I'll let David talk about that since that's your expertise.
For sure.
Yeah.
So we put in another proposal between Ikigai Technologies and our partner Crypto Chips, and this is a free Shopify extension. So for those that do not know, Shopify is exploding, especially since 2020. After COVID hit, a lot of people started going online and whatnot. So the numbers have just surpassed, I think, 4.8 million shops being created, and the amount that's being created is something staggering. I don't want to, I'm not sure what it is, but there's a lot of people opening up shops. So this is a big presence of the e-commerce side of Web 2. So to get a Shopify app approved from Shopify, so we are already on the App Store. It is free. It's one of the most non-invasive as well as far as like downloading. A lot of these apps require like I want all the data of everything, you know. So we made sure that the process of downloading it is just literally 2 buttons. So you just click it. You know, it's very easy. The UI is very simple as well to utilize this app. But yeah, we created a free app that's gonna put it's a it's a free app on Shopify that is putting Cardano on the map. So it's basically a token gated app that allows any product listing to be token gated within a specific policy ID. So you'll be able to pick the different policy ID or the collection that you want to have behind the gate. So the gate can be like 100% off, like a free product, or it can be a certain percent off, like 25%. I want to give the Book of Ikigai community 20% off of this merch drop or this specific product listing. They are able to do that kind of workflow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's bringing, I like that a lot. It's almost like what these NFT communities are trying to do, like within themselves, like making token gating products, but you're making it so it's like real world based.
For sure. And
Yeah.
it's as easy as clicking a button, you know?
Yeah.
It's a free app. So potentially reaching a lot of people that way. And putting Cardano, I think we're the first Cardano app within the Shopify App Store ecosystem too.
That's amazing. Are you guys beating out anyone else? Or is there other ones? I don't even know about that.
I don't think so. I did see another proposal about a Shopify app. One thing that with us, we've already built the app. We're already actually approved as well. So we went through the application process with Shopify and got approved. So yeah, I think we're the only presence of Cardano within Shopify.
What I love about you guys is you guys build finished products ready to ship. That's what you guys are about. I love it.
It's a different philosophy, but that's what we really believe in is, work hard, build the product quietly, humbly.
I honestly feel like that's what the Web3 industry needs, because you guys are coming in and you guys are actually acting like it's a real business. You know what I mean? Versus where these other people are not really acting as if it's a real business. They're trying to build like their own type of business with the technology, you know? Using the technology, where you guys are coming and you're like taking the technology and applying it to things that actually work. That's the difference. I love it. Ikigai is the future, guys.
Also, just to touch on, like Michael brought this up before, but it's also like the experience of the team. We're all very strong in our different areas, you know, and I feel like that's what's really catapulting us forward and why we all work so well together and why we're able to build a lot of things with a fairly small team.
Yeah.
So,
see, I would agree with that too. Is like I'm fairly new to the team as like an ambassador, and that's already like how it felt. Like I came over and like play tested, for example, and that whole group of people is all people that are working towards like the same thing, and it didn't even feel like that. It felt like a bunch of like homies hanging out and playing video games, you know. And the most beautiful things actually come from rooms like that, where you're like sitting there. I'm not even joking. I'm sitting there. I'm playing it. I said this to David. I think when we had David on before, but I'm literally sitting there playing, and like, damn, I don't like this or something. And Dev's like, "What? What can I change? What's your suggestion?" And then like would do it and be like, "All right, let's frickin' test out this now." That's amazing. It's awesome. Like you guys' team is so good. I'm so blessed to just be a part of it, to be honest. So. That's the coolest part.
Dude, it's been awesome actually getting to meet you, talk to you more, and just seeing you do what you're good at, reaching out to all these people, playing the game with us. It's been super fun. It's honestly like a great time. And also you just been crushing it. Like we are kind of like, quiet builders a lot of the time. We've been trying to go more spaces though. But, like the team is all like, oh yeah, like Oh, what's Bridget's name now? Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Keep going. So
Dude,
it's
I'm here.
really
I'm
pretty
here.
honest.
I'm here to like do business. I came here like as like a person that hasn't been in Web3 forever, but actually is like, yo, like the opportunities in this place is insane, and no one is doing the proper stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just wait for the future. Just the more you learn, dude, just the more you can do, and it's yeah. I'm
Sure.
really excited about the future with this and everything. I'm ready
Yeah,
to freaking be grinding.
I'd just like to touch on a couple things that you were saying. Like, it is very important for us, and a big part of our model is to be very community driven and to try to increase that community engagement. That's one thing that has been super cool to see within the Ascent community is how we're growing. And like you said, it's more of like this like family oriented type of feeling, right? So it's a
Yeah.
different vibe that I think is making us accelerate. You know, everybody's like contributing as well. Gnarls with these cool videos, Roman Orc with the stream, Captain Dejan, Tom, you know, all these people that were part of the community that contributing to its general success. So I feel like that's what also makes us unique compared to a lot of these other Web3 games is where our community is like carrying us and catapulting us forward. And we really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be exciting when we come to Rare Evo and we like showcase the game. I'm curious what kind of response we get from people because are we gonna be able to actually play? Are people gonna be able to play the game? Is it gonna be like set up so? Is that gonna be a reality or what's that gonna be like? Do you guys know?
We do know. Are we kind of gonna keep the booth a secret, or are we just gonna tell people?
Do we? I haven't even. See, this is a random question, guys. I haven't even asked them about this at all. This is me just being like, "Hey, I want to find out stuff."
I just leak everything, so I'm always like, "Oh, am I supposed to say stuff?"
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Dude, we're gonna go all out on the booth. We want it to be freaking awesome. So, David's got the best merch. We got a sweet game. We have a really cool spectator client, and we have really good matchmaking and networking code. But one of the things was if the Wi-Fi is not the greatest, thankfully our team is freaking awesome. So we were just like, if the network is bad, like, we could just set up a local thing.
You guys are gonna do a local?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
shit!
So what we'll probably do
Oh
is
shit!
time trials running, and for people to qualify just practice. And when they get a sub X second lap, they'll get put up on a leaderboard, and whoever is on the leaderboard will run some sort of we won't spoil all the surprises, but we'll run some little bit of a challenge there, and then everyone will come back at a certain time.
That's gonna be
And then
so fun.
That's the time we'll all compete in like in a role match.
Yes.
And we can do things like anyway, there'll be some other cool like little tidbits.
Don't talk too much. You already said enough, dude. That's exciting. That's exciting. Let's go. That's
We're also hoping to
exciting.
drop some big news there too. So.
Yeah, there'll be some announcements. We'll have a new update for there. We'll probably have some cool prizes. We will have some cool spectator client, all AI spectator. We'll definitely showcase the new spectator tools that you guys will probably see in Cardano Clash as well, actually. So that'll be, we'll probably make improvements for there. But yeah, there should be a lot of new stuff. And a lot of the team will be there. So you'll get to talk to the team, talk to us about our Web3 experience, just the game, our experience in Cardano. We're trying to make it so that if anyone's listening to this too, we want to do, or at least I want to do, and I think we should be able to schedule in like short like interview segments of just like, hey, what do you think about the game? Or if you want to talk to us about anything, I know there are some people that are going to just schedule like short round interviews, like hyper rounds, and stop by. So we'll probably make a public calendar if people want to come in and do it. And then there's also some people that were speaking of money matches too. So we'll see if that if people want to run that, we can support them with that.
I mean, that's a pretty good idea. We are going to be in Vegas, and you already know there's probably going to be some big gamblers there. Be like, yo, you want to make some bets? You want to make some bets, baby?
Money matches. We already do money matches. Oh my gosh. It should be a great time. We want to have a great time, right? Like people learning about the game, everything. Well, you know, it should be a banger. The booth, we're really striving to have one of the cooler booths there. So we're gonna go all out.
Hell yeah. Okay, I want to
And David's giving
do
away 50 Bitcoin for everyone that shows up.
50 Bitcoin. What are you
50
talking
Bitcoin,
about?
50 Ethereum, 50 hot dogs.
Sponsored by Michael Yagi.
Can we do the Costco and soda deal? Or the hot dog and soda deal like at Costco? $1.50? $1.50 hot dog and soda? And free refill, guys. And free refill. Okay. I am going to take a second. I'm going to show a little clip of the game and advertisement for the Cardano Clash. So if there's anyone in our stream that doesn't know what it is yet, this is what it is. Uno momento. Let me move around some things on the screen. Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
Ascent Rivals. Now in alpha testing. If you want it, go on to Steam and download it and play time trials and try to beat me. If you can beat me, you're going to be in like the top 10 players. Okay? And I'm like 7 maybe. And then after that, you can try to beat Michael and David.
Yeah, I'm pretty low on there.
If you beat Burgess, he told me that he will give you 1 Bitcoin. one crypto chip. Bitcoin.
Me? Oh, here we go. I can do that 100%. Here, a deal. If you can beat my time on any map, and my time's good, I don't give a rat's ass about people's opinion. I'm not as good as the best players, but I'm pretty good. I'm like right below. But if you can beat me, which I guarantee probably no one here is going to do this, but I'm saying it anyways. If you can beat me, I'll give you this. Cool.
Oh, no way.
The cool black and gold crypto chips coin for free. I'll send it to your house. Don't care. If you can beat my time and post it on Twitter, I don't care. Wherever you feel comfortable posting it, I'll give you a crypto
You're saying
chip.
like, 'cause you know no one's gonna beat you.
That's what I want. I want to come in with the ego and be like, beat me, yo. I bet you can't. You'll get a prize if you beat me, but I bet you can't.
Dude, we gotta have like
if you beat me on one map, you have the chance to beat me on all 4 maps. I'll give you.
Oh, no way. Dude, that's not worth it. That's crazy.
If you beat me on every single map, you're a new player. You're a new player, not people that have been playing and shit. But you have to be like a new player.
Dude,
Or you have to be worse than me.
Hey, we gotta have like little personal like prizes on our person, and whoever beats the dev at Evo, they can claim our prize.
Oh,
I like that idea. I like that idea.
Same with ambassadors, right? You have to.
Yeah.
100%. Dude, what I'm excited about is I'm like hoping that like other people, I already know majority of people will want to play controller because
Ooh.
they're lame. But like I'm gonna be like in my corner teaching people how to play mouse and keyboard like the real OGs. You know, come hang out with Jacob. I'll show you what's
I
up.
think
I'll let you try out. If you know what a final mouse is, I'll let you try out the final mouse.
Ooh. Is
That's
that
pretty cool.
a prize that's claimable?
No, fuck no. Hell no.
Also for people that don't know, Burgess is our current #1 keyboard and mouse player. He also helped with the tutorial, if you guys seen that.
Yeah, if you guys need to learn how to play, actually, the tutorial, the basic tutorial is in the Discord. It's actually not super complicated to play mouse and keyboard, in my opinion. Once you get like the feeling a little bit, it's clean just like the controller.
Yes, sir. That's yeah.
Yes.
I do have to run. Actually, I'm
Yeah.
a bit late.
I was actually gonna wrap up. It up because it is just about over time. So here's the thing: if you're tuning in and everyone else, I am terrible, and I have not updated the X account to say that we start at 6:30 now, and I also mess up scheduling and a bunch of other stuff. It's been a weird transition over the last like couple weeks or stuff. So our show's usually at 6:30. I'll change that post. But thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, David, for coming, explaining a little bit about what you're doing in the Cardano ecosystem. It's actually really, really amazing. And if you haven't heard, now you know. And you're gonna find out.
And on the show, you just learned a new style here.
I'll also just like
You just go around where you're just like, no, this is the thing. You guys just don't know.
No, someone's gonna do that, Michael. But I'd just like to thank Burgess as well. He's one of our new ambassadors, doing a great job.
Appreciate you.
Spreading the good word of Ascent. Seriously, thank you very much, and yeah, definitely keep up the good work.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna put you guys down. I'm gonna finish up the show a little bit, and thank you guys so much for coming.
Yeah,
I appreciate you so much. Well, guys, it ended up being a weird show, a very weird show, because John's computer like overheated and internet crashed all at the same time in the middle of the show. All at the same time. Turn this down. Sorry, making you go deaf. All at the same time. That sucks. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. This is Loot Creativity. I'm Jacob. Make sure to give me a follow, like, repost a space. Give John a follow, like, repost a space. It was supposed to be streaming on his X as well, but I still have not get his stream key, so it will also be on his X. So everyone that usually watches on his X next time or whenever I get that, you can watch on his. Thank you everyone on the YouTube. Thank you everyone on the Twitch. We are Loot Creativity. We'll see you soon.